Darryl, shot face. Obviously FA Cup weekend. What are your memories, not just as a player or a manager, but maybe as a young aspiring footballer growing up watching it?
Yeah, no, family gathering for the FA Cup final. It used to always be a big occasion. We used to get family round, watch the game, bit of spread, a few drinks. So that was it. It was always a massive occasion, and it still feels the same now, to be honest with you. I think obviously the money at the top level of game dwarfs what the FA Cup money is, but it's what it does for the smaller clubs, and the qualifying rounds that I've actually managed in, and the money that generates for grassroots football as well. So it's a massive competition.
It is exciting, isn't it? I mean, we might sometimes think that the bigger clubs don't take it that seriously until the latter rounds, but you can see through supporters, particularly in the lower leagues, when you are in this stage, thinking the potential of a third round tie, that there is that excitement. I mean, nearly 2,000 fans going to Burton.
Yeah, I mean, and as well, to give a bit of credit to the bigger clubs as well, I think you see them when they win the FA Cup final. The fact of the matter is there's a lot of games in the footballing calendar for top players now, and even lower league players. The games that we play are phenomenal. The amount of games in football we have to do. And at the top level, they have to utilise the squads, but you can see what it means to them when they're winning it. And you look in the history books, how many FA Cup finals they win. I just think now the games are that many of it that they have to treat it careful. I don't think they disrespect the competition. I just think that's the way it is. It's
unlikely a lower league club would win the FA Cup, but
you're ruling us out, are you?
I'm not ruling you out. Okay. Just saying it's unlikely. But does that take a little bit of pressure off? Does that allow the players to enjoy the competition more, do you think?
Well, pressure is a privilege. I think we like to create that environment here. I think you've got to enjoy pressure in every single game you play, but controlling that pressure when you're out there to express yourself, to put on a good performance. So I know what you're sort of saying. It's away from the league, but it's certainly a cup competition. We want to win every single game that we play in. It'll be another test against a League One team that's in 10th in League One at the minute, and Jimmy's doing a fantastic job there. So it'll be a tough game, but we'll have good support down there, and we're looking forward to it.
It's not just about the money potentially as well in the FA Cup, because if you could get yourself a televised game, you don't know what happens. It also raises the profile of the football club and showcases Port Vale if you got that opportunity.
It certainly does, and every penny counts at our football club, as it does for a lot of football clubs. So yeah, it certainly does that, and it's one of those where I'm sure the owners, but the players want it. The players want to get through to the third round and hopefully get that big tie that we all dream of playing. So it'd be an intense game, no doubt. Good atmosphere, and like I said, we've prepared as best we possibly can for it, and looking forward to it.
And as from a manager's point of view, you enjoy that challenge of pitting your wits against a club that are higher up the football pyramid?
Yeah, I don't mind. We work every game's a different project to us, and that's how we work, and that's how we go about it. They'll have the strengths and the weaknesses as every team does, and we look to exploit the weaknesses. But should be a good game. Like I said, they're on a high. They've won the last couple of games, like conceding a goal, and obviously fresh with no midweek game. But we'll be prepared.
Your coaching staff, the players will take a lot of heart from the performances you have put in against teams from League One this season.
Yeah, we've certainly done ourselves justice, but we want to get better. That's always the question. Can we get better? We need to get better, and we've got to make sure that as well as we've done ourselves justice, can we turn another scalp over? Can we turn another League One team over like we did Accrington in the last round? So we'll see.
The players having lost on penalties in the week to a League One side and the top of the table League One side as well, so pushing them all the way. Have you seen a bit of a hunger, a little bit more steely-eyed from your players, because they must be feeling a bit frustrated, thinking that they've taken a good side all the way, only to miss out from spot kicks?
Yeah, I think if we're going to look at the season as a whole, not just Tuesday night, 99% I think we let ourselves down in one game, which I don't want to go too much into, but in general the boys are giving me absolutely everything, and my staff are giving us absolutely everything to bring wins to the club, to the team, and that's what we'll keep continuing to do. like I said, we look at this next game as an opportunity to get into the third round of the FA Cup where the big guns come into it. And it's a bit of a final for us on Saturday, if I'm honest with you, because anything can happen with a third round draw.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, the nearly 2,000 supporters that are going there, they're going to just go and that, they've been backing you all season. I mean, they've been brilliant for you.
Yeah, no, I can't thank our supporters enough. We really appreciate it. And I'm sure they'll get to a stage where one or two of them, the players that we have in the squad, start become more popular as the season progresses. I think we've got some really good characters in the squad now, some really good players, and hopefully the supporters are taking to them in a sort of a new era for ourselves, which we started in the summer.
In terms of the season now, we are getting to that busy Christmas period, and I know you've talked about a few injuries that you've had racking up. How are you looking? What sort of shape are you in?
I'm trying to get my head around you saying the busy period coming up. It feels like a mammoth period just had, to be honest with you. And then you get to me with a Christmas one. There's loads of games and injuries in the squad. We are where we are, but we adapt. Important there. The recruitment team done a fantastic job of getting a squad that's adaptable. Yes, we're having one or two problems at the top end of the pitch with injuries, but we work on things, we adapt to things, we have different ways of winning football games if we need to. And that's important for me as a manager. That's the squad I wanted to build here, that we don't use injuries as an excuse. Yes, it is not ideal, because if you look in a lot of games this season, we've come back by making the attacking changes that need to be had through the course of the game, which gives you good options off the bench in your team. But we're working hard on different areas of our game to get more goals. I think the goal spread's been pretty decent so far this season. Everybody's under pressure to score goals. Everyone's under pressure not to concede goals. So that's how we try and work it. So hopefully we don't miss the boys that are out too much.
You must be pleased with the way that your squad has reacted to what's happened, and no one would know that you might lose two your strikers at this stage of the season, but the fact that you've got a big squad with a lot of depth, and that they are all pulling in that direction and still putting in those performances for you, that must please you.
Yeah, it's not a big squad. I wanted to work with 25 players, so we had 30 here last year, 30 senior boys, so the squad's been reduced. I think that's better, but you have to take into account you're going to pick up one or two injuries along the way. But I've always said this: we don't build individuals at this football club. It's about the team, the squad. It's about the club. That's how we build it here. So when one door shuts with players, which injuries happens, a lot of these injuries are contact injuries. We utilise the old squad, because that's what we do. We build that togetherness. That's what we want to be doing, to build success, and not reliant on one individual player.
That's it for me, lovely. Thank you, mate.
Brilliant.
That'll obviously, as you've already said, you're building up to it, but would be the worst scenario, because of the hectic fixture you've got, the worst scenario be a replay if you had to do that with the fixture you've got now, Tuesday, Saturday.
Sweet guy. No, because it is what it is. We want to get through to the next round of the FA Cup, whatever way that means. If that means to winning a replay and penalties, it has to be that. You can't sacrifice the fact that we don't really want this, we don't really want that. Our aim is to get into the third round, whichever way we can do that. It'd be great if we can do it Saturday, but if it needed to be a replay, we can do it that. The name of the game is to get yourselves in the draw.